Happy spring, everyone. The CityCast Philly team is here to fill up your March calendars with recs like the hottest new Yemeni coffee shop, an immersive art installation in a former bank, a celebration of cherry blossom trees, and a classic spot serving free mojitos. It's Monday, March 2nd. I'm Abby Fritz, and host Trinae Nuri sat down with me and the team to tell you what Philly's doing in March.
Welcome to CityCast Philly. Joining me for this episode is executive producer Matt Katz, senior producer Abby Fritz, and newsletter editor Siani Cologne. Hey, y'all.
What's up, guys?
Hi. Good morning, Trinae.
We're so excited you're listening to this episode. CityCast Philly is a daily news and culture podcast that keeps you up to date with what's going on in Philly. And we are also the team behind the daily newsletter that's got event listings and articles that are relevant to your life here in Philly. There's a link to subscribe to the pod and the newsletter in our show notes under today's show. And if you like the work that we're doing here, you can become a CityCast Philly neighbor. This membership comes with perks. So check that out. Head over to membership.citycast.fm.
And perks like things to do. And we're talking about things to do today. So part of what you get by being a CityCast Philly neighbor is a advanced list of all the great stuff happening in the city. You get that in your inbox every Monday morning. That's one of the many perks. So that's another reason you might want to become a neighbor.
Another one of those perks is member events. We have one happening this month. It got rescheduled from last month. Trinae is going to sit down and have a conversation with Chef Mark Vetri. There is going to be a pasta demonstration. You're going to be able to eat some of it, and you're going to get a signed book on the way out. So going to be a great event. If you want some of the action and future events, sign up, become a member.
That event is happening on Thursday, and I'm so excited. Can't wait to see you all there. All right, it's March. Finally, warmer weather, hopefully, prayerfully.
Guys, this month, the Ministry of Awe is opening. This is our newest art experience in the city. I'm really psyched about it. It looks nuts. It was created by artist Meg Seligman, who has made so many beloved murals in our city, like Common Threads, which I know is your favorite in the city, Trinae.
Right on Braun Spring Garden, yes.
Spring Garden. Yep. She made Passing Through, which you can see off the Schuylkill Expressway by the Girard Bridge. If you've ever driven down 76, you see that one there by the water. So for this unbelievably ambitious project, Meg took an abandoned 6-story 19th century bank, and she's turned it into what's described as a world of art, performance, mystery, and playful expression. From the press release, it says, "It is a bank with no money, where the only currency is the human spirit." There's AI in this place. There's handcrafted works from wood and fiber. There's sound and light and smell and touch. I don't even know how to picture it.
It sounds like the Museum of Illusions. It sounds like the Please Touch Museum. Yeah. And it also sounds like the Fringe Festival in some ways.
Yeah, totally.
That's such a good way of describing it. I can't wait to see it and experience it, and I'll report back on whether it's all those things. So it's over on 3rd Street between Arch and Market in Old City, and it opens March 14th. Tickets are on sale now. They're $24.99 a piece, and you can go to moaphilly.org to go to the Museum of Awe.
Art for the win this March. I'm personally really excited for Germantown Art and Sound to come back for its 2026 season. I think this is just such a fun event to really directly interact with local Philly artists and buy art. Every year on 4th Fridays, this organization, Germantown Art and Sound, hosts artist events at Our House Culture Center in Germantown. They've been running these shows since 2022, I want to say. I saw artist callouts earlier this year, and so I'm excited to see who's going to be featured. It's in this intimate space. There's always a DJ. There's always complimentary wine, which is hard to find sometimes. And they do ask for a suggested donation of usually around $10. but well worth it. And you get to meet a bunch of artists. You get to have the potential to buy a bunch of local art. You know, if you need to hang some stuff up on the walls, I just moved, so I definitely need to fill up this bare space. Yeah, I'm stoked for it. So keep an eye out on socials for the official announcement. They announced the date. It's going to be on March 27th. They haven't announced the time yet as of this recording, so I'm gonna be keeping my eye on it.
Love the combining the art and the DJ. Great vibe. Love it.
Totally.
Well, while you spend your Friday night shopping around for some art to decorate your home with, I have something for you to spend a daytime with over the weekend. I know we're dying for spring to get here already. I do not want to see any more snow. I'm done. I'm done with the snow. I'm done with Punxsutawney Phil. I'm done.
Sienna, you really have been very upset with Punxsutawney Phil this season.
Well, Phil is he recently took a vacation to some tropical island. What a jerk. He didn't invite us.
That's right. According to the Philadelphia airport social media, he's in some tropical island.
Well, I can't go on a flight just yet, but I'd like a little bit of escapism in nature. So I think this is a great time to go out and enjoy the annual Cherry Blossom Festival. It's happening on March 28th and 29th. And not only do you have the chance to tour the beautiful Shafuso House and Garden, there'll be performances throughout the day on 2 stages. So you're talking taiko drumming, karate demos, to even cosplay fashion shows. And, you know, being a tea house, you can also participate in a traditional tea ceremony. And everybody wants to look pretty in pink, so you can enter your pet in a contest of that same name. So there's really something from everybody, whether you're an adult, for your children, or even your dog that might want to pose under the cherry blossoms.
I need to go this year. I always miss peak cherry blossom season because I feel like it sneaks up and then they all fall. So I'm like, I've got to hit it this year. Thank you for the reminder, Siani.
Abby, you can bring your cat B and enter him in the pretty in pink category.
He does have a cute pink nose, but he doesn't do well with others.
Well, if B can't pose under the cherry blossoms, at least you will. And there's even more options because since this is the year of the semi-quincentennial, the gardens planted 250 additional cherry blossom trees. So there'll be a lot more natural beauty in West Fairmount Park to enjoy. Early bird admission is $15 for adults, while general admission day of is $20. And activities such as the tea ceremony and other make and takes, those will be an add-on.
Well, I've got an event that is definitely going to be a slam dunk. I'm so corny. I was waiting to just say that. Okay. We know.
You got to laugh out of me. I mean, but I'm really an easy audience. So.
Basketball is legendary in Philly, and we just saw a sold-out arena down at the Xfinity Mobile Arena when Unrivaled came to town. That is the 3-on-3 women's professional basketball league. Well, March is March Madness, and Philly is hosting the NCAA men's tournament on Friday, March 20th and Sunday, March 22nd. It's also my son's birthday that weekend, so he might be getting to enjoy some great basketball. I feel like he's also been hinting a little bit to me about like what he wants to do, because he's been putting in some of the college men's and women's basketball on the TV in the living room. So I'm like, think he's dropping some hints.
Nice.
And you're picking up on it, clearly.
Yes.
That's a nice birthday gift.
Right.
And there's tickets still available, huh?
Tickets, I think, are still available. They're getting a little pricey because this is like a big deal. And we've been anticipating this particular event in Philly for some time now. And speaking with birthdays, I'm also thinking about where to take them for a birthday dinner or a slice of cake or something special. But I want to know, before we get into that, where are you guys going to eat this month?
Yeah, well, speaking of celebrations, Cuba Libre is celebrating 25 years this month. It was Philly's first Cuban restaurant when it opened. And I mean, I don't know if you guys have been inside. It's this old city restaurant, and they basically built up like it's like a street in Cuba. There's a bunch of different buildings, and it looks like balconies. It's a really cool like experience if you haven't gone.
I actually celebrated my 23rd birthday at Cuba Libre. Epic night. That was such an epic night. The food is amazing. The music is even better. The dance floor is hot. And it's really great.
I will add for some recommendations because I've celebrated maybe one too many birthdays and graduations there. They keep calling back to me. Their Levanta Muertos soup, that will wake you right back up. It's so nice and hearty. I don't care what season it is. I will order that seafood soup. But for dessert, their piña upside down cake. Divine. Highly recommend.
Love that.
Oh, nice Rex.
I'm always going for the mojitos. I love that they have the like scale of sweetness. My favorite is the plum one. There's just like great drink spot too. Like it really serves so many different like events across the board. Really great spot. Well, they're putting on a bash to celebrate their anniversary. So it's going to be happening on Saturday, March 7th from noon to 4. There's tastings of a bunch of different dishes that they've had over the years, different rum and cocktail samples, beer, wine, sangria, anything you can think of that they've had on the menu, they've got. They'll also have a little wheel so you can spin for prizes and a mojito making class. Top it off, DJ, salsa dancers, and the best part, it's entirely free.
Wow. What?
No ticket, no registration. You just show up and
You just show up.
toss some mojitos back.
Wow.
Food,
That is
sangria,
awesome.
dancing, mojitos, everything is free.
Wow.
Yup. And there's no tickets, so it's not like this can sell out. You just show up, celebrate. They have promoted it as a family-friendly event, so please bring the kiddos, dance. Crazy, right?
People are going to go off.
It's going to be insane.
I'll start lining up now.
Old City is going to get reawakened.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's right.
This weekend, baby.
It's such a cool space too. It's such a beautiful restaurant. Oh, what a great thing they're doing. Awesome. And happy anniversary to them.
Yeah, congrats to them. How about you, Siani? What are you eating this month?
All right, well, I was stepping back from Old City and exploring a little bit more in Fishtown and East Kensington, which has really been taking over the Philly food scene. Like, I've seen some people in South Philly get upset at like Fishtown, be like, you're taking all the restaurants. Hold on now.
Really?
But it's really awesome to see just the selection of restaurants that are moving northward with restaurants and bars. My bookmarks are endless at this point, but I'm really looking forward to trying Amelia, which is Greg Vernick's latest venture that opened back in January. So hopefully the initial hype has died down a little bit, so it'll be a little bit easier to get a seat. This is definitely for if you're someone who loves Italian cuisine. We're talking handmade pasta, crudo, antipasti, and the menu is really inspired by the chef's own Italian heritage and journeys throughout Italy. So every entree, the drink list is very much Italian influenced. I am definitely keeping my eye on the saffron fettuccine and lobster. If there's lobster on the menu, I'm there.
Wow.
Delicious.
And if you're looking to try them out at some point, walk-ins are accepted, but you can schedule a reservation up to 30 days in advance. And they're open every day. From Sunday through Wednesday is from 5 to 9:30 p.m. and Thursdays through Saturday from 5 to 10 p.m.
Oh my gosh, incredible. You know what? How do you guys feel about this? Do you like to go to a restaurant when it like first opens, it's hot, or do you like to just kind of like sit back and wait and let it settle for a little bit?
I like the bragging rights of going, that new place? Oh, yeah, I've been there.
I like to cool down periods. And I think this applies from anything from like restaurants to shows where like everyone has such a strong opinion in the beginning. And it's like, let me just like wait a little bit and like now make my own opinion now that like no one's yapping in my ear about it. So at least, and it gives a better chance of getting a seat, because some of these places, it's like, good luck to you.
Well, you know what? I think it depends on what type of spot it is. So the place I want to take you guys to is a new coffee shop. This coffee shop has been super, super hot. There was a long line just to get in for coffee at midnight.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Coffee at midnight?
That's what I'm talking about.
What do they put in that coffee?
It's just coffee, but apparently this is some good coffee. I'm taking you guys over to University City to Shibam Coffee on 3748 Lancaster Avenue. Authentic Yemeni coffee and pastries. Iced pistachio latte. Comes with creamy pistachio milk with espresso over ice. Abby, I know you want some.
Coffee? I
know
love
you want some.
pistachios. I do. Right now.
This is a serious coffee shop. If you are open until most days 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday nights, they're open until 12 a.m.
Oh, great. I mean, we need more late night spots.
Right?
It's great.
Right? And they
Fantastic.
are speaking to you, Matt.
And Trinae, we had Yemeni coffee at Haraz
Right,
coffee
and they
shop
also
in-
this new spot
Yeah.
offers that traditional like Turkish coffee as well. So we got two spots, and they're both open late night. So it's nice to have options, right? Nice to have
Totally.
options. As a note, definitely want to check out their hours of operation during the Ramadan season.
This is also like perfect for the university students in University City, because you know they're going to be parked up in there with their coffee.
And not just the
studying.
students, hospital workers.
Podcasters.
They have a lot of like late night coffee shops over in that area. They know what's good over there for sure.
I have a little trouble with the caffeine late night, although I do love it. However, what I most love late night, particularly this time of year, spring, going into summer, is a late night trip to Rita's with my kids. And if you're new to Philly, Rita's is a institution. It's a water ice institution in our city. And March 20th in our city is not just the first day of spring. It's also a special holiday here in Philly because it is free Italian Ice Day at Rita's. The first day of spring every year, which this year is March 20th. You can walk into any Rita's in the city and get a free Italian ice. Rita's was started on a front porch by a former Philly firefighter back in 1984, and now it's expanded all over the country, and it's everywhere in Philly. You probably have one within walking distance. I love a blendini. I get the cherry Italian ice and then chocolate custard, and I will be out there in line on March 20th getting my free Italian ice. What's your Rita's order? You guys have one?
Classic gelati, vanilla custard with mango, or like if they have like a strawberry peach or a strawberry mango blend.
Nice. I love it. Maybe I'll have to double up on that order when I go out there March 20th.
Oh, and I forgot to I like rainbow sprinkles on top too.
Can't forget the sprinkles. I've got to do a Rita. I do the mango, then you go home and you add a little rum or something and you're set to go.
I was like, what's a Rita?
Rita-ita? I don't know what to call it. Rita Margarita?
Did you come up with that, or is that a thing?
Someone told me that. I can't claim it, but I don't know who.
That's so
Too many
good.
Ritas apparently.
That's so good.
Siani, what's your order?
My go-to is usually Swedish fish if I'm getting water ice, and then vanilla custard.
That's my son's order.
Solid.
This is always a classic.
Well, Matt, I love that tradition that you have going to Rita's at night with the kids. And our tradition is going to Rita's because on the first day of spring, on March 20th, is my son's birthday. So he always gets a nice cold treat. All right, up next, we've got free stuff to do and ways to give back and be civically engaged in Philly this month.
Hi, I'm David Plotz. I'm the CEO of CityCast, a podcast network that includes this show you're listening to, and also 12 other CityCasts in 12 other cities. and each one knows their city as well as your local team knows yours. So isn't it time we connected them? Don't you want to know how they're tackling their bike lane problems and housing challenges and sidewalk dog poop crises? That's why I'm hosting a new podcast called Your City Could Be Better. Because it could be. Every week, I'll chat with a different host in our CityCast network about what their cities are doing right and wrong, the weird things they're trying, and the surprising successes, so that we can all learn how to make our cities a little bit better. Listen to Your City Could Be Better on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.
One great thing that I love about Philly is that we don't always have to spend so much money to have a good time. There's plenty of free things that we can do. Sandy, kick us off.
Yeah, well, I've been kind of spending money lately trying to build up a physical media collection because I am tired of streaming. I deleted my Spotify, Netflix, all of that. I'm not doing that anymore. We got to bring these bills down. So I have been borrowing DVDs from the library.
You have a DVD player?
I got a Blu-ray player.
Oh,
and
my
I've been
God.
using the hell out of it. I've been going through Gilmore Girls like religiously thanks to that Blu-ray player. So I'm working through it. So I got that. I had just bought a portable CD player.
Yeah, you are on the
so,
subway. You are on the L with a damn Walkman.
and I was listening to it. Yes. Just I put it in my little bag. All I gotta do is just take out my earbuds. It's
okay, is it more than just like not spending like $14.99 on a subscription, or is it something more like you like having that physical touch or like that sense of ownership to actual music and entertainment?
Yes, it's definitely a mix of reasons. One, because I'm not trying to shell out more money because these credit card bills, them statements at the end of the month are interesting. But I do like having the sense of ownership, being able to have a collection I can like pull and grab at any time and really sitting with the art for longer periods of time and not as passively, but also being able to physically share that with someone if, they want a chance and borrow it, or I'm tired of something, but someone else can benefit. Which is why there's been a bunch of swaps going on in the city, and there's a physical media swap that's coming up at the Philadelphia Film Society Center on March 14th. So you can bring anything from DVDs, VHS tapes, yes, that's still a thing, cassettes, records, any kind of physical media you can think of. You can bring it over to the swap. That will be from 8 to 10 p.m. Just be mindful there's a small space. Do not clean out your entire garage while you're there. Just maybe take a few favorites that you hope that someone else can enjoy and love now that you want to pass them on. The swap itself is free, but if you stick around, you can sit for a screening of From Beyond, but you must purchase a ticket for that. But it's a great way to have a sense of ownership for the things that you're interested in, the arts you want to support. But again, building up that type of physical collection does get pricey. So this is a great opportunity to get something new without having to spend money and be able to bond on those movies, that music that you love with other Philadelphians.
I just hope no one gives me a scratch CD.
You remember what a pain in the ass a scratch in your favorite CD would be? Oh, God.
What CD did you like play in your room constantly? I was always playing Alicia Keys songs in A minor when she came out. Beautiful artist with like cornrows and beads, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to be her, and I'm gonna play the piano. I was no, I didn't even know how to play a piano. that damn CD was on repeat.
I had a double CD of the Forrest Gump soundtrack that it was all like 60s and 70s music that I was extremely into.
Man, I've heard people watch Forrest Gump, but not the soundtrack. I didn't even know they had a
dedicated.
soundtrack
Give
to
it a
that damn
spin,
movie.
man. They did. Double. It was a double CD.
I too had a CD player, but I did not have soundtracks for movies. I did have a Selena Gomez and the Scene CD, the one with the like kissy lips. I remember playing that one to death, but I think I came in at the later end of the CD era. I did use it more as a radio, though. It was like a radio and CD player. Yeah.
I want you to imagine a 5-year-old me playing the hell out of Cher's Believe album. I
Love that.
loved that album.
Wow, I'm learning so much about y'all. All right, well, my free thing that I want to take you guys to is going to bring you back into 2026 and maybe beyond, because it's like a lot of technology. I've been to the Comcast Technology Center campus on 1800 Arch Street, and I've seen the Universal Sphere, that like giant dome. I did not know it was a whole theater. It is a giant 360-degree dome theater from Steven Spielberg. And I've never been inside. I had no idea it's a free show. And each show is about 15 minutes long. It's an immersive experience, sensory friendly, and it's open year round.
Huh.
Have you guys ever been?
No.
No.
I didn't even know they had this.
Yeah, and it's so cool too, because if you look up to the ceiling, you're going to see like words just flying by, and it's actually like poetry.
Oh, that's so cool. I think I've like passed this, but I didn't realize you could like enter. Like you could go inside and they have like programming and you can see stuff year round. That's so cool.
So last month, the Sphere had a really cool activation for the Lunar New Year, and there was a exhibit with Kung Fu Panda from that franchise. And so I'm not sure what to expect for the month of March just yet, but you can make a reservation online. It's all complimentary. So head over to theuniversalsphere.com, and directly across from the Sphere is the Vernon Coffee Bar. Great pastries, great coffee. But just a heads up, they are open from like 7:30 to about 4 p.m. on weekdays. And the coffee bar is closed on weekends. But the Sphere is open 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mondays through Fridays, and on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m.
Nice. If you're looking for some music, some free music, I've got something for you. Did you know that there are free concerts all the time right near Rittenhouse Square? The Curtis Institute of Music, which is, just one of the most selective and elite music schools in the whole world. Their students, they get full scholarships. They live right there in the building. And these are classical vocal music prodigies. They're the future orchestra members of the world, right? This is the best of the best. And they do like 100 free recitals a year right in their building. They go on all the time. You just need to register in advance at curtis.edu. There's a voice recital on March 4th. They got strings on March 7th, piano March 17th, guitar March 27th. They're dedicating a new organ on March 31st. Now, most shows are at 7:30, but there's at least one this month I saw at noon. And then on March 21st at 3 p.m., they're doing a family concert. It's part of a series with the Philadelphia Performances for Autism. So it's a sensory-friendly exploration of classical chamber music, family-friendly, good for the kids, and admission to all of their shows, though, totally free, including this one.
I love this as an option for things to do and just inviting, the Philly community to free music. I love this.
Go see some music, spend some time in the park on a nice spring day. It's a full free day.
Yeah, it's really wonderful that they have sensory friendly options as well. It's wonderful to be able to include everybody when you're going out. Something I learned is that this month, March, is National Agriculture Month. You learn something new every day, which I guess it makes sense because, like the beginning of the spring, you're thinking about planting things. It's when a lot of people start sowing seeds, things like that. And if you want to celebrate and learn more about farming and agriculture, Fox Chase Farm out in Pennypack Park in the Northeast is holding Spring into Ag. This is a day of celebrations that highlight the role of farming and sustainability in food systems. This is a family-friendly event on March 14th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., and it is meant for the whole family. There's going to be a local market with live music, food trucks, and then also, of course, a farmer's market with food that you can purchase. There's going to be activities to do with animals. I love a goat. There's a goat watch and chicken chats, which I don't really know what chicken chats means, but
Oh, you're going to be talking with the chickens.
talking to the chickens, apparently. I'm down. So excited for that. So excited for spring and the growing season. This seems like a perfect way to kick it off and celebrate the warmer weather.
And speaking of agriculture, the Pennsylvania Horticultural Society, Philadelphia's flower show, is still up and running and blooming. And you can check that out until March 8th.
Great recommendation, Abby.
All right, let's talk about ways that we can actually get civically engaged in the city. So the Young Involved Philadelphia organization is a local group that engages with young professionals between the ages of like 22 to 35 here in the city. They have like networking events, a lot of programming around civic engagement, volunteering opportunities, ways, just to get more connected to the city. And they're hosting a free virtual session called Social Impact Careers Beyond Advocacy. So they're going to have speakers and leaders in higher education, policy research, workforce development to talk about careers in social impact. And so it's not just about advocacy or policy work. There's other career opportunities. So this is basically a professional development webinar. So to learn more about that, head over to yiphilly.org.
There's a bunch of people seeking careers in Philly this year, and they're seeking careers in Congress. We have a very crowded congressional race for the open seat in the 3rd Congressional District, which covers much of the city. There's a big primary for this election. The election's in November, but the primary is in May, and the primary will likely determine the winner since this is the most Democratic district in the whole country. We've talked a bunch about this race on the show. There have been some spicy interactions of late between the candidates. They've been doing a bunch of forums and between most of the candidates that different groups have held. And the next one I expect is going to be very interesting because things are heating up in this race and they're starting to attack each other a little bit. It'll be March 12th. Now, they're technically not calling this a debate, but these forums usually turn into something of a debate. It's billed as an evening with the congressional candidates. It's sponsored by the Philadelphia Crosstown Coalition. It'll be at the String Theory School over at 16th and Vine. And the confirmed attendees are State Representative Morgan Cephas, Dr. Dave Oxman, State Representative Chris Robb, Dr. Ayla Stanford, and Senator Sharif Street. The event begins at 6:30. If you go, tell us what you think and what your feelings are about the race. Hit us up. And because we're going to be covering it pretty closely here at the show. And again, reminder that you do have to register in advance. You can go to philacrosstown.org for more information. And they do ask that you RSVP in advance.
Wonderful. Well, that's a great way to get to know who's going to be on your ballot this year. Politics, always a wonderful way to be involved in your community. There's so many ways to get involved with your community. You know, a few years back, I helped build a playground down at FDR Park, which was so much fun. If you've seen the pink one near where the meadows used to be, that was me. Yeah, I helped with that one. Jigsaws and all, they literally handed us power tools, and I was like, are you sure? But we did it, so it's all good. Now, I saw if you want to be involved in the creation of a different playground, this month there's going to be a free community dinner and design meeting at the Cobbs Creek Library. They really are asking for people within the community that have ideas for the new Little Nature playgrounds and paired murals to come out, have free dinner, bring the kids, and talk about design. What do you want to see pop up in your neighborhood? This is put on by the Clean Air Council along with other community partners, and they really want people to be involved. So it's going to be on March 10th from 4 p.m. to 6:30. And on top of dinner, there's also going to be activities like face painting, Lego building, and other arts and crafts. Make sure you make it out to the Cobbs Creek Library to have your voice be heard about what's going to happen down there.
Well, I love just these different ways to just have like a hands-on experience to get to know your neighbors and build something great for the community. So I had mentioned a few times that I think this is really the year that Philly's going to work more on getting to know their neighbors. And a great opportunity to do so is at the South Philly Community Market, organized by the South Philly Action Coalition. This was previously labeled their mutual aid market because this is an opportunity to share skills and resources from cooking and food prep, first aid, construction knowledge, mending and repair skills. Like the list goes on, because at the end of the day, everyone has a set of knowledge and skills that can be helpful to someone else. So this is really a space for you to share it. So if you're from South Philly, it's a way to get to know your immediate community and learn something new. And if you're not from South Philly, you can learn how to replicate this in your own neighborhood. So the market will be on March 28th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the East Passyunk Community Recreation Center. It's completely free, and you can still sign up to table if you have a skill that you'd like to share with the community.
I love Skillshare events. I always learn so much, and a great way to do it is with your neighbors.
Wow, these are such great events. Thanks for all of these recommendations, Siani, Abby, and Matt.
Thanks, guys. I love that we hit all corners of the city, too.
Enjoy the springtime, guys.
Yeah, have a good one, everyone.
That's all for today here on CityCast Philly. If you enjoyed this episode about things to do in the city this March, share this episode in the group chat and make those reservations. Also, rate the show, leave us a review, and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to sign up for our morning newsletter to learn more about what else Philly's talking about. And don't forget, you can support the show and get great perks by becoming a CityCast Philly neighbor at membership.citycast.fm. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. Bye.
No matter how hard I tried,
Pushing me aside and I can't break. It's crazy how we all know these songs.
It's crazy.